Welcome to Isn't It Obvious? I'm your host, Sarah. Joining me is Phil and Micah.
Mistake.
Also a mistake.
Yep. Wait, double down on my mistake? Thank you.
I was just going to say this was a mistake. This was just a mistake. This whole topic is a mistake, so I apologize. But you know what? Merry Christmas. This is my gift to you. No, but close. Isn't it obvious that every bed needs 6 pillows?
Fuck no.
Explain.
No.
Explain.
You need enough pillows to just wrap yourself in a nest of pillows.
No, that's what the blanket is like.
The
You have 3
is
blankets. You don't need 6 pillows. You need 3 blankets.
No, the nest goes under and to the side. You got your mattress, okay? You got your mattress. It's nice and soft and cushy, right? And then you've got, or firm, however you like. Then you've got like the 2 by your head, 1 extra for like a prop if you want to read. Then you got another by your body on one side, another on your body on the other, and then just like one
Sarah,
for holding,
Sarah,
right?
Oh yeah.
We're 2 single people.
Uh-huh.
I need a pillow and a half. Why do you need 6?
Wait,
I mean,
why do you need
I would have more if I didn't have
because
cats.
there's that prop-up one, and honestly, I exude a lot of heat in the night, so I kind of need to swap pillows in order to stay cool.
And I'm a lizard person, so I don't have any blood flow. So I need all of the warmth I can get and keep.
I do think that
Sarah, you just need a hug.
I would have more pillows if I didn't have cats, who are also like little ovens.
they're also like little pillows.
They're
though.
like little pillows too.
Yeah.
They're not.
They're like half
No,
pillows.
they're not.
Oh yes.
Hannah was a pillow.
Dogs are better.
Dogs
Dogs
are
are
way
much
better.
better pillows.
Because they'll deal with you
Yeah.
shuffling around. Cats will be like,
Oh,
you.
my
No.
cats deal with me shuffling around all the time. Like,
Yeah,
I move like it's too effing bad. If I need to move, I'm moving.
But
You know
dogs
it.
are
My
good.
dog.
They get up and they're like, "Oh, I see you're moving. Okay, I'll just curl back up and do the crook of your
You
leg now."
move to accommodate kind of the cats. You don't move like sharply.
No, like I'm not gonna crush them.
You can do
I'm
that with
big.
dogs.
You can
And
do that
dogs
with
just
dogs.
like
Dogs
okay.
like, oh, what?
Yep.
And my legs are still like warm.
Although I've
She would
heard
sleep my little figure 4, and then I would switch around, and she'd move around, and then I'd be like, oh, too hot, and I just need to hike up the blankets a bit, so my
Yeah.
feet are sticking out for exhaust.
Yeah. Yeah.
just like a car.
They should have like a blanket that has just the ability to have 1 foot out.
Yep.
Like, yeah. Just
They make them. They're called blankets, and you just like untuck them from the end of your bed, and then you just kind of drag them up a little
You
bit. So
tuck your blankets into your
what are
bed?
you
just the
doing?
sheets.
You,
Just the sheets.
you monster!
Okay, right now, like it's my current bedroom situation is just a sad box spring and a mattress on the floor because I got
Stop
rid of
having orgies.
all my furniture.
Wait, why did you box? That's sad.
It
The
is.
whole thing is sad.
I'm like
No,
an
it's not.
adult
It's
now,
actually
and
a greater support. If you think about it, the box spring is supported all the way throughout. Doesn't need the elevation. So the box spring is doing more work for your comfort when you're sitting on the mattress.
the box spring just does the work whether or not you're.
No, but if you have it where all points of the box spring base are supported, as opposed to like 3 2x4s or however you set that up in a
Oh, I
frame.
suppose, but usually it's not. Usually they're slats on they're platform beds that you could put a box spring on.
Yeah, I have 2 2x4s of saying 2x4s is generous.
You guys have like a Floyd bed, right, or something like that?
Yeah, we have a bed that
Like it's like 3 really wide planks or something. Like
yeah,
that?
that's right.
I was
It's
thinking about getting that. Is it nice or does it suck?
it's I wish I got a better bed.
Okay.
Like or the better bed system because I don't know because I'm a pansy ass person. No, I feel like
Just get a plywood sheet, cut up the foam.
no. I got a memory foam bed because I thought, oh man, that would be nice. Because I used spring forever.
They're great if you're cold.
For memory foam or just spring?
No, they're memory foam like topper mattresses.
Oh yeah.
Those are great if you're someone who needs extra warmth.
Yeah.
But if you are
Run
Oh
hot.
god,
if you
I
run
should
hot,
just
they're
start sleeping
terrible.
on the
Yeah.
floor, shouldn't I?
Don't get memory foam if you're a warm body person.
Yeah.
That's why we get purple.
Yes.
A lot of airflow.
Yes. I regret not getting purple.
Do we know someone who has purple? I can't remember if they
don't
liked it
think
or
so.
not.
Not that I can think of. Like, I think my brother has a purple. No, he might have a Casper.
I think someone
I got a
we
Casper.
knew. I think one of my girlfriends must have bought a purple mattress and then they returned it immediately
What?
because they didn't like it.
What, they don't
Too
like
cold?
comfortableness?
I don't think they
Do
liked
they
the
sleep on a
holes.
bed of
I don't
rocks?
think I don't think they liked the holes. It just wasn't comfortable. It was just weird for them. I don't know. It wasn't for them.
Well, obviously.
Well, how about this, listeners? Send me $1,200 so I can get a purple mattress. Send me another $1,200 so I can get a Casper mattress. and then send me like $4,000 to get an old-fashioned mattress, and I will give an in-depth.
They are not $4,000. Is all I'm
The
saying.
high quality ones, man.
I mean, yeah, if you really want a really nice one, but just buy a mattress at Costco. It's not that. I mean,
That's-
it's
I am not
expensive,
paying
but
for a Costco membership. That is such a grift.
It is.
That's why you get your parents who have the Costco membership to buy it, and you just pay them back.
But I'm at the stage of my life where I need to start paying for my parents' things, not the other way around.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, but they still have the membership, right? You're still paying for it. It's still your
Nah,
money. You
it's
just
not-
don't have to have the
No, I'm
membership.
not, because they're paying Costco for that. I have an issue with Costco's business plan because it doesn't need to be some selective thing. They could
Oh.
let any rube in there and still make their money.
No,
They're just making
no.
more money because of that.
That's not true. Costco is amazing. Costco is one of the only companies...
Micah's right in this case. I'm sorry.
What are you guys talking about? You guys are bored.
Memberships are dumb.
They are. I hate memberships.
All memberships are dumb. It's an extra way for them to get you to
Feel-
give them money.
Yeah, it's just.
They would sell their shit for
feel-
the same fucking price because they buy it in bulk.
Feel
That's where their
exclusive.
benefit is.
That's all they're
You
doing.
guys
They
are-
just give the exclusivity to make you feel special.
You guys are completely right, but I still like Costco.
Yeah,
mean,
I don't
it's
have
better
an,
than
I don't
Sam's
have
Club.
I don't have
Fuck
an
the
issue
Waltons.
with it.
Yeah.
I think Micah's right as far as like it's bullshit their model or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
but-
you're
What was
right.
that for the second time?
Actually, this is the fourth time if you're really counting. But
I know, but thank you for correcting me.
I'll tell you when you're right. Micah. I will
just
tell you-
happens a couple times a year,
It happens.
and you just,
it happens more than you think.
The water just goes to the
But when
desert.
you're wrong, you also have to accept that you're wrong.
The
Oh, I do.
rain.
No, you
desert.
don't.
Yeah, I do.
Look
The
at
more
him.
facetious
Look at
my
him.
argument, the more I understand how
Look at
wrong
him.
I am.
Oasis. No, I feel like people really should spend money on their beds and make their beds as comfortable as
Hey,
possible.
I hear
right?
you spend a third of your life there. I don't sleep that long, but apparently normal people do.
I mean, I sleep 5 to 6 hours.
I would spend half my life. I mean, I go to
But
sleep.
I also
wake
spend.
up 12 hours later. That's just.
Do you guys read before bed or like hang out in your bed and like watch movies or whatever? Sometimes I do that. I
Again,
love my
I'm-
bed.
I'm-
my
I'm
bed's
single.
super
Yeah, the bed is-
comfortable.
yeah.
And like,
But like, I'm a single
6
dude, but I have a
pillows,
living
man.
room. I'm single and I have a living room for like 5. So
Stop.
I'm very comfortable.
bragging, you asshole.
Is it bragging?
Yes.
Do you know how crippling, like, lonesome I am? And
Okay.
how much I want to share what I have with someone else, and I have it set up for the sake of sharing it with someone else, but I'm still socially crippled that I can't actively seek out someone else?
That doesn't make sense to me, man. Like, I will say this in return. I've always lived with people my entire life. I've never had my own time by myself. I never had my own place and get to experience that wonderful joy of just striking on my own. I've always had people. And I think about it like, oh, well, that's just normal, right? Like you live with your parents till age 29 or something like this. And then I was with the editor for all my time in university. So the moment we were able to get an apartment, we did because it was far cheaper than dorms.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, yeah, I never actually was like, doing a solo thing. And I just had this idea that like, oh, it wouldn't be fun just to like not give a shit and you just call the shots yourself. Like that sounds wonderful. I think
it is though. It is wonderful.
To an extent.
Okay, Micah will but I'm a lizard person, so take it from a lizard person. It is wonderful.
That's what I figured it would be.
It's awesome. I love like being responsible for my own stuff.
But then why is your basement the way it is?
Only
you like
answering
it.
to me. Why? What do you mean? Oh, because I have an extra bed down
You
there.
have a bed, you have a sofa, you have a shadow, you have things that make it seem like...
It seems that way.
Right.
But you want to
But
know
you
what the
have that.
reality of those things are is that couch there is a hand-me-down, and so is that bed.
Sure. Did you have to take it? You're clearly
That was my
happy with
first, actually it was my parents' first bed. Their first, like, living on their own
Oh,
bed.
they probably made you on that.
They probably did, which is, actually, no, wait, you know what? No, I was conceived. I know exactly where I was conceived.
Oh,
This is
that's worse.
This is
It is
way
worse. It was at the White House on Christmas in that time frame. Because
In
I'm
the
an honest-
Oval Office? That's amazing. You should brag about that more.
Okay, not that White House. The family White House.
There's like the three things, like the two truths
my
of the lie.
grandparents.
It's like, I was conceived in the White House. It's like,
That's a
oh,
fucking lie. No, I didn't say which White House.
It's true. And I have political aspirations.
But no, so like that's
Hello, CNN. This is where I was conceived.
that was my bed for a long time, and that was my bed while I had my first apartment, and then I just sometimes it's just easier keeping shit than buying new shit, and that's
Yeah.
the only reason I have so many beds.
I think it's
in my
easier to
house.
throw away shit than it is to keep shit.
Not when it's too big to throw away.
Also, it's nice to
you
have
have to call people and pay for it.
You were in St. Paul at that point with your first apartment?
Well, I only had that one bed. Then I moved here.
Oh.
And then now I have all these big things that
Okay.
would be... I'd have to call the trash company to come and pick up.
Do you want me to help you rope it to the top and just shove it in the dumpster?
No, because honestly, it has come in handy. I weirdly have a lot of guests stay because where I'm at in the cities. yeah, so it's like...
Okay.
Anyway.
I want to finish the rest of my rant of like being alone because this is where I
wonderful for me, terrible for Micah, and
I never being alone.
In a fantasy of maybe.
I want to share it with someone. That sounds way better.
So the Johnny Appleseed of board gaming. I was explaining this to this person. I'm not going to name his name, but you guys probably know him. Sven. And I was explaining to him, it's like, yeah, man, you're making it on your own. You're in the West Coast. It's like, that sounds great. And he looked at me and he's like, you've never been alone, have you? Like, your entire life, you've always been with somebody, huh? And I was like, oh, yeah, I guess you're right. He's like, it's not that fun. Like, I was like, oh. And I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, I suppose if you're not a lizard person.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you want another person, it's miserable.
That actually is very true.
But if you are a lizard person, it's the best fucking thing
that could happen to you. I'm not a lizard person, so I would think that, that would be
If you want to share the place that you feel most comfortable in with someone else you also feel very comfortable with, but you don't have that, what's the point of being comfortable by yourself?
Dogs.
Yeah.
What do you mean that's the point of being comfortable by yourself? Because that's... So, like, I do enjoy when I have company. Like, I love having you guys over. I love having my other, extended family over. I like hosting people.
What if we stayed here for a week?
I would hate that.
Yeah.
I would probably murder one of them.
I don't think I would
volunteer
be against
as tribute.
it. My brain is wrong, and I can't pursue that.
Yeah, I would probably I'll be honest. I had my brother stay with me in between college and finding a job, and he was here for half a year. I thought I was gonna murder him by the end of it.
Yeah,
and I love my brother, so
my brother,
and I've lived with him before.
Yeah, when I was 27, 28, I was living with my parents. Right up, it's a kind of a whole financial meltdown, and I was trying to save some money after school.
God, it's 08, 09 sucked.
Yeah, I was going back for more schooling, so doubling down on stupid. And so I was staying with my parents to go to this local school. My brother just got out of the army, and he's staying there too, or he was on leave for 2 weeks or something, and he's going to go back to another tour. And it was really weird. I'm at my parents' place. I'm late 20s. I am there with my brother for 2 weeks or so. And it was just I need to get the fuck out of here. It just, what am I doing with my life? That I'm just playing World of Warcraft or whatever and just, going to school and unemployed because of the financial meltdown. I was like, man, this is not good. And even though I was with people and I love being with my parents, I just felt
But living with them is different.
Living with them, with my brother at the time for a couple of weeks, felt like I was in a wayward high school student dropout. Mm-hmm. It was really weird feeling.
Well, it's also, with that familial bit, there's so much more history of you living with them, and as you're going through adolescence and starting to think about what adulthood is, you're like, I won't live with my parents.
Right.
And then it's just like, fuck, I'm living with my parents.
Right. It was not a good time.
My family pressured me a lot to move back to my hometown because of arguably a much better financial choice.
Yeah.
But I moved back to my hometown, which on my bucket list is my number one thing, is not move back to my hometown. Because I fucking hate my hometown. Yeah. And nobody gets that. It blows my mind. But the second part would be my mom one time was just like, we can put a little kitchen in the basement for you and that'll be fine. It's that is worse. That is so much worse than... It's very kind what you're saying. Yeah. And the fact that you want to do that is delightful, but that is so depressing in my mind that I would open a vein.
Yeah, my dear father was because I only moved out once I got a job and was able to get a small a loan and stuff like this, or a big loan. Jesus, it was very big. And I was like, okay, I'm going to strike it on my own. I'm going to go with the editor, and we're going to live off our own. So now I'm really, really late 20s, and I'm going to strike it on my own. It's kind of sad. And then my dad...
Hey, you plant that flag at 28 and be happy.
My dad was like, well, why don't you stay here? And we'll give it, we want you to be comfortable. Why don't you stay here longer? And I was like, I was so confused. Like, I get along with my parents fine, but my mom making me
Weird,
pancakes with like
nester syndrome
with
or
like whipped cream with a smiley face on a pancake, and I'm like, something is terribly wrong here, right? Like, there's something wrong. Like
you don't see me as the adult I think I am.
Yeah,
so,
and my parents were happy with me being there. They're like, oh yeah, it's fine. Because
that's good for parents to
so
like
weird.
Want you to be
comfortable
near and be comfortable.
Well,
but they also like be successful and be self-sufficient. Like that's what your
I can
goal
see there's
is
something
as a
about
parent,
continuing
right?
to provide for your children. I think is also a sense of accomplishment.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, to the empty nester bit.
Yeah, maybe. I was so
Where
baffled.
brother's in the army, so he's elsewhere.
Yeah. Well, he was always more of the
Independent
Go out
type.
and
go out and discover stuff, and he was kind of brash. He didn't like old Korea patriarchy type of like you do what you're told. Me on the other
Join
hand,
the military.
Well, yeah.
he liked it to an extent.
Well, he thought. In his reality, those were two separate paths. I think.
to his credit, do what you're told. That shit doesn't make sense. It's way more common in the Korean patriarchy, like Korean style, than it is for like
military.
military.
Do it or you'll die.
Yeah,
do what you're told, or there will be consequences.
And I'm sure there's like a lot of stupid orders, but they still kind of make sense. Whereas like folklore, do this, otherwise you'll turn into a fox thing and be like, what are you fucking talking about? This doesn't make sense.
Wait, was that an option? Could I be a fox thing right now?
You don't want to be in the Korean folklore. Anyway,
not this particular.
And this is like 1950s folklore. Like my parents
not as sexy and cool as you think it is.
So like, you don't know how much I like furries.
But yeah, I don't know.
Nah, you know what? For me, I was happy to get the hell out. I didn't even think about it when I was like living with my parents, like in high school. Like it was just kind of like I was wearing blinders and I was just getting through it. But once I got my first taste of freedom, I'm just like, I'm never going back. I'm never going back.
Oh man,
I did the same thing. Moving down here, I lived with my brother for a bit when I started going to college. Then I moved in, shared a 1-bedroom apartment with a guy I went to high school with, where he got the bedroom, I got the living room.
Yeah.
And it was just, he ended up dropping out and moving back home.
Oh shit.
Still paid half the rent for the rest of it, so he was responsible.
Nice.
And at that point, I'm like, oh god, I hope I don't live with anyone ever again.
See, this is what happened to me. This is what
really?
happened to me.
But I still did.
dorm-
And then I was the worst roommate.
Oh.
Yeah. But also, there's a lot of social things, and me being a constant high drunk fucker was not good for socializing with people I had to share responsibility, like paying rent with.
Yeah. See,
Yeah,
high drunk,
I was real bad. In my
high
early
drunk
20s.
is fine running solo, but
Yeah, no, it was not good when it was like, hey, we owe $2,000 on rent. What the fuck are they gonna do? Kick us out? Come on.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Well, no, this was when we were leaving, and like the owners were fucking slumlords, so it's like, yeah, I'll argue this is small claims. They won't bring it up.
So
No,
your
no,
situation
no.
was the same. Like you had a roommate.
I had first years at my college were like you were basically required, I think, unless there was some extenuating circumstances, to live on campus for the first year.
Yeah.
So I was assigned arbitrarily a roommate, and she was fine.
Isn't that how most dorms work? You don't
Yeah.
really get to pick your roommate.
Yeah.
You just get it.
Yeah, the first year is generally you just
Yeah.
get it unless you.
But also, that's a bit of like acclimation to the collegiate lifestyle.
Like, I think it was like she lived really close to campus, I guess, and she was like already going home on the weekends and stuff, and she's like, I'm just gonna commute. I'm like, she was almost never there, and when she was there, it was weird because like I'd
she just
gotten
always
used
had
to.
sex.
I mean, she did do that. I think she was like with her boyfriend a lot of nights, and so she like wasn't even around. So she was kind of like, why the heck am I paying for a dorm if I'm not even using it? And I'm like, good point. And so she bailed on the dorm, and I got like for the rest of the year, I got my own dorm room. No one was reassigned, and I'm like, yeah. And that was like my first like taste of freedom. I'm like, never doing this.
I have a quick question. In your dorm room, did you have 6 or more pillows?
I had 4. in a single bed.
So it's not 6 or more pillows.
That's where you learned in college.
I
You needed
learned
more.
well. I had 4 because that was what the set came with or whatever, and that's what I was
Still,
given.
too many.
I didn't get to buy my own pillows. Like these were parents.
Didn't get to.
Yeah, well,
You're restricted from buying more pillows.
And let's be honest, if it's okay, it should be like. It starts with okay. Here's the real. Isn't it obvious? It should be 4 per single, plus 2 for every size up.
A twin is 6.
No,
a double is 8.
No, like a single or a twin. That's.
Those are 2
4.
different sizes.
It's
Size up, though. I mean,
it's
That's a size up. Those are 2 different sizes.
yeah, but like
a twin is bigger than a single.
barely.
It's still bigger.
It's like
a robust size up. A robust size.
Yeah,
Not like
that's
a
the difference.
little bit
Like,
bigger.
that's like the difference between like a king and a California king. That's
No,
stupid.
that's like a 2-foot difference.
That's
no, but
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but the thing
Whatever.
it doesn't.
By square
okay.
area.
Let's say like okay.
California King Square area doesn't make sense.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense, people.
Okay,
It's round.
for a single and a twin, it's
Hard
4. For a double or a queen, it's 6. And for a king or a
double,
California king,
hold on.
it's 8.
A double and a queen are 2 different sizes.
They are different. But I think we can go by
So
by
categorically, they're just lumped together.
Yeah.
Even though you need different sheets and all that, the pillow quantity is the same.
2 sizes. There's like the 2 sizes that are that's 4, right?
What
so
about
like
a crib? Does a crib get like 0?
they get 6 baby pillows.
Okay, yeah, they do get 0, by the way.
They get 0.
Listener, they get 0.
Should.
They
Yeah.
get 0. We do not want to be responsible for SIDS. 0.
Yeah, no.
I threw you a softball,
Crib,
Sarah.
yeah, I don't fucking know. I don't
Zero.
know.
0. Nothing
No-
should be in the crib.
Yeah.
They should be sleeping on their back. It helps with their spine.
Sure. So cribs don't count as bed.
This
Those
is
are-
absolutely
those are
true.
pres-
Do not
those are
have
cells.
them. Yeah, okay. Sorry.
They're-
Mike
No,
is
like
correct.
babies are meant to like sleep on their back flat.
Yeah, they're
Like,
supposed to.
just
Yeah.
It helps them grow.
Well,
no.
it's about
As opposed
SIDS.
to like them sleeping. Well, yeah, but like them sleeping on their stomachs.
No,
Yeah, they'll suffocate.
That's very
They
dangerous.
can't move their head.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's not about them growing. It's just about them
Well,
alive. It's
Yeah.
about keeping them alive.
But they do need to be alive to grow.
Yeah.
So,
See,
yeah,
I'm right.
it is about growing. He's like, yeah.
I wasn't completely wrong. I was just almost
So-
completely wrong.
It's totally different.
Totally.
It's way.
Totally not. Anyway,
That's like caveat.
Yeah. Almost completely. Sorry. You are saying the pillow requirement
so
is.
single double gets 4, or not single double. Sorry, single twin gets 4 pillows. Double queen gets 6 pillows. King California king gets 8. This is how.
And what about the orgy room that's nothing but mattresses?
Is
At
there-
like 8 foot by 15 foot.
They're pillows, but they're shaped as
You don't
butts.
have pillows in an orgy
Yeah,
place.
you do?
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, well I've never been to
There's
one of these
a
parties,
lot
so-
of there are a lot of positions that require support that you don't think.
Okay, well if you're a lizard
Well, they're
person,
not really pillows, though. They're more like triangle-shaped things. I wouldn't call them pillows, right? They're more.
Well, yeah, if you're fancy and like do that often, but like if your orgy room is only there for like your once a month thing.
I would
on the
just assume
21st.
everything's like
Once a month.
just some
Invest in
weird
your
plastic.
hobbies, man.
I do. That's why I have a specific orgy room for the 21st of every month. 12 times a year, I have an orgy. It's very comfortable.
Look, for 12 times
It's
a
by
year,
myself.
just rent the pillows. At the orgies are us. The rent the
No,
center
you know what?
for
It's probably
orgies.
cheaper to just take the pillow, like just throw the pillows out after they've been used. 'Cause that's
No,
gross.
no. You return them.
Gross.
Yeah, you hit up Walmart on a set Friday. Orgy happens on a Saturday. You come back on a Sunday and be like, I don't know what happened, but these just came like this.
You don't even have to say anything. They just know.
Full of
They're like I said, oh, it's Orgy Bob coming in.
just like Horse Bob.
Horse Bob. Turn his horse pillows.
Horse Bob's cousin.
No. It's the same person.
It's the same person.
Who says horses are involved?
Oh.
Horses can't consent. That's not an orgy. That's rape. Anyway.
I never said this was legal.
No, that is
Bestiality
true.
is wrong. Bestiality
So
is
is-
very wrong.
So is non-consensual sex. That's
Period. Yep.
Yeah.
Just any of that.
Moving on.
Anyway,
pillows,
beds.
Ooh, I hit a limit. That's fun.
I would.
6. For a queen, 6. That's perfect. It's absolutely perfect.
Phil, how many pillows do you have in your bed that you share with the editor?
Oh.
You can
I
subtract.
assume, unless you're like Ben Shapiro and
You
have
can
different
subtract 2 if there's another human.
Wow, this is complicated.
You
Okay.
can subtract 2 if there's another human because the
bedrooms.
one
Is this
you're
like
holding.
a Harvard math class?
It is.
now?
So then imagine
Because
that.
you have
So
the extra
end
warmth.
pillows, you have
Yeah.
like end of the first for two sizes, and to the second for another, and to the third for a third
but
size.
If you had a human,
if you had another human, so you had H to the equation.
A human is worth 2 pillows.
Ed Dean over here making some comments about the value of a human being.
An additional human is worth 2 pillows.
This is a board game in the making.
Sarah's weird.
Who has 2 pillows? God damn it!
I just got
Wait, no, I'm a human! Haha, take them back!
Oh, sorry, I could use a small reverse card.
Crap, I already have 2 humans in my bed!
You must get rid of then 4 pillows if you have 2 humans in your bed.
Also, you're...
Additional humans. Yeah. You have one human
but I have the
in
orgy
bed.
card, so we need more pillows.
Yeah, but I have a reverse orgy card, so now you have to have a smaller bed.
I didn't know this orgy happened in Utah.
How do we come up with these fucking weird games all the time? Just all the time.
Agent of Chaos and Imaginations. I say a thing, you guys run with it for some reason.
So, okay, pillow and a half, 6 plus 2 cats.
Well, it's 2. It's 2 of the same pillow, but I only use them like a quarter at a time. And usually I only need 3/4 throughout the night. Halves. 3 halves over the night. That's why it's 1.5.
I mean, sometimes I just have all 6 kind of in a rainbow arch at the top of my bed. Like a little half nest. Anyway.
Wow.
And then I just
Why not just get one of those
because
hemispherical chairs?
I like to adjust. I can't have one solid thing.
Could we design an adjustable hemispherical chair that like would fold into a bed, but you have it where you can lean up a bit?
I'd still have to be able to...
You can sell that at hospitals?
No, but I'd still need to be able to put my arm underneath. And,
well, yeah, but so...
And still get that cool side of the pillow.
Are you a stomach side or back sleeper?
I'd have to be able to
that's a good
flip
question.
it easier.
Yeah, okay, so...
No, but are you a stomach, a side, or a back sleeper?
Yes.
All of them?
I move a lot.
That's why you need 6 pillows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
I move a lot.
No, I firmly disagree. No one person is all 3.
Yeah.
I am.
You've fallen asleep.
Move.
So you've done the tombstone and you've fallen asleep.
I don't
you've
do
done
this.
you've done like the side and you've fallen asleep. And you've done the starfish and you've fallen asleep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
In all 3 situations.
Yeah.
This explains
would require
a lot.
medical
Man,
data.
I
require medical data.
I can sleep in a twins plastic seat in the middle of a game.
What? No, that's fine, but that's not where you fall asleep.
True.
Being able to sleep in a chair at a Twins game is just... I don't know, they're playing against the Tigers.
It doesn't matter.
boring.
I was tired. Anyway, no,
right, I have in which you fall asleep.
I have 3 or 4 different positions that I like to switch around.
Variety is the spice of life.
Depends on
It's flat back.
Side.
Left side most of the time. I prefer my left side versus my right
it's a side. So you like to crescent moon it?
I do sleep on both sides, but left I favor over the right.
Sure, but that's as opposed to stomach or back.
I often
So you're
fall
more
asleep.
of a side sleeper.
No, I often fall asleep.
Maybe like a 3/4?
I do.
You're not truly on your stomach, but you're not
That's
truly
true.
on your side.
I guess I would say I'm not always
Okay, so
I don't sleep with my head straight.
Ooh, that's hard.
That would be I wouldn't say it's totally on my. I wouldn't say I'm totally on my stomach.
Yeah.
I usually have one leg up.
Like a yoga position.
No,
although one leg sticking
like a bent knee and one leg straight. So I'm on my stomach, but it's slightly.
I figure 4 my legs a lot. I have one leg going into the other knee.
A lot of times I'll fall asleep on my bed and I'll have my legs kind of crossed in a diamond because my cats like to nest there.
Yeah.
And I'll just fall asleep like that and then I'll wake up in the middle of the night. I'm like, I need to move, and then I move them, and then I end up going on my stomach or my side because I need to.
But primarily
give my hips a break.
Primarily a side sleeper. Maybe 3/4 side sleeper, but you're not really pure stomach.
No, I move around a lot. I do. I will fall asleep on one side and I'll wake up on the other, or on my stomach. It just.
This has nothing to do with the amount of pillows. We're just dealing with different bed configurations. I think we had that adjustable hemisphere.
I move around a lot.
I think we can make money on it.
Yeah.
And,
it'd be really useful at hospitals.
This is probably another reason why I don't sleep with other people, because I'll probably end up kicking them. I don't know how my cats stand it.
I definitely do. And I've just had very understanding girlfriends in the past. But that was in my early 20s. And it's been,
I have one pillow. Myself.
Uh-huh.
Just one.
Do you have a pillow for your legs?
How
Or
many
do you bunch up the blanket in there, or are you a back sleeper?
I have to sleep on my back
Oh,
because
yeah,
of
you
the
have
medical
the
condition.
admission.
Yeah. But I think the other has maybe 2, maybe. Depends on the situation.
So 3 for 2 people, which really breaks your mathematical equation.
Yep.
No, but I would...
Are you in a king or California king?
King. But I wouldn't mind having more pillows.
See?
Yeah.
But
At least one more.
At least one more.
But it's a necessity.
No, it's not. But it would be not. Like, the thing is, like, I did buy more pillows for myself on Amazon because it had like a bazillion reviews and they're all 5 stars. And I was like, oh, this is the best pillow ever. So I bought them, and they were complete shit. And I was like, but I was so excited to get 2 equally sized pillows because I was like, yeah, this is gonna be great. And then
You have 2 pillows of the same size?
well, I wanted to. I wanted.
You have to buy them in sets, Micah.
Yeah.
No, I'm one person. I buy 1 pillow at a time.
Oh, gross.
And usually at like DoorDash things on Black Friday.
Yeah,
I think that was the last time I bought pillows. Was Black Friday in like 2003.
Yeah, my pillow is super gross. It's like a biohazard, but it works for me. And I wish I bought 2 of them.
You know, it smells so well.
It does smell well, but the smell that is well is not pleasant.
But you know it, and you're like, comfort.
No. Ick. Throw that shit away. Get a new pillowcase. Wash those frequently, and
Phil, Christmas is happening in the next
when your
4
pillow
to
starts to
37
disintegrate,
weeks. Would you like a new pillow?
No, I'm okay with my 1 pillow. The reason why I don't get more pillows is also because we have a lot of like small children that like to jump on the bed, and then like if they wake
bat them with the pillow.
if they wake up earlier than I wake up, which is like is going to happen on the weekends, like they're just and then they just populate on the bed, and it's just like there's no room here.
Wait, you go from 2 kids to like 6 kids just when they're on the bed?
It feels like it. It feels like they're starfishing, and it's like, God, I just want more sleep. And then they're like, "Let's kick Appa." It's like, God damn it! It's hilarious, but I also like more sleep. So
with the crux of this conversation, Phil, is it obvious that every bed needs 6 pillows for an individual with slight, I'm guessing, astrophysical mathematics to calculate how many pillows are needed if other people are involved?
I think that
6 is perfect for 1 person in a queen size bed. Is all I'm saying. It's the best.
That's the mean.
It's the perfect.
I think there's going to be more data points. There's more configurations here that we haven't really tested, but I like the idea.
Well, what about a king pillow? Like, there's king size pillows,
Yeah.
and then there's regular.
What is this blasphemy you were discussing?
Oh.
King size pillows?
I've got
King-size
2
pillows.
king size pillows.
Yeah.
You want to see? They're like extra.
Do you have a
long.
king size bed?
No, but I.
What is this
technically I
patricide
do.
you're
So like
committing?
the bed that you and the editor, the
Have.
day bed. No, the day bed.
Oh, the day bed, yeah.
That you guys
Yeah.
sold to me. It pulls out. It's a twin.
It's like a
but it pulls
trundle
out,
or something?
It pulls out. I guess technically it's a trundle-ish.
Trundle-ish.
It pulls out to a king size.
Yeah.
So I have 2 king size pillows for
But that's not the bed you sleep on.
No,
It is
because
not.
it's a
for
guest
guests.
bed.
It's for guests.
Because it's not as comfortable.
No.
But it'll work in a pinch.
It's all right. I got 2 memory foam toppers for
Yeah.
it, so it works.
Well,
I have a spring mattress from the 70s.
That's a biohazard, and that needs to be like.
I have a box spring from probably
Recycled.
the 50s.
The box
That
spring's
is
probably
certainly broken in multiple
I
areas.
was gonna say the box spring probably isn't as much of a biohazard because you're not directly sleeping on it, but you should probably get rid of that mattress.
okay,
I have sheets from the 80s. Pillows from the 90s.
You should burn those.
I just want to say that I agree with the premise that the bed and the mattress and the things you're sleeping on, like the pillows, like and thread counts of your sheets.
Sheets are important.
Yeah.
Holy shit. You could go through a whole nother episode about
Yeah.
sheets.
Like
I use towels. What's wrong with you two?
good towels?
Do you
Good towels, Phil. No, towels from the 80s.
just
Good towels from the
need-
80s?
do you-
No! State Farm towels from the 80s.
Oh, Jesus, that's like one thread.
It's just a string.
Just a string.
It's a very long string, but it's only one string.
It's for flossing.
After... My butt's never been cleaner.
Exactly.
Oh. Yeah,
So my
okay.
Wait a minute.
No.
No.
I would say that
No.
your mattress and the stuff you sleep in with everything else on there, it should be optimized for the person for sure.
So a bed
I
shouldn't
think
be a
that's great.
flat plane. It should be a contoured topographical map of West Virginia.
No, that'd be gross and ugly. People like to look.
People
like have their decor look nice.
Yeah.
It's important to have symmetry.
It's
No,
important.
it's not.
Yeah.
For whom?
Listen, scientifically speaking, I follow a lot of right-wing philosophers, and it's very important that you make your bed in the morning
And you
Why?
sleep in it.
and you sleep in it at night.
And when you make
But
your bed,
why-
you sleep in it.
Why make your bed if you're
I agree, don't
sleeping
make
in
your-
it that night?
You know, you
don't-
gotta make it all. It's like a little sanctuary, right? It's a nice bed, has
Sure.
great pillows.
I treat my bedroom like I
sometimes-
treat my mind. There is random shit thrown in different places that I kind of remember where it is, but not terribly sure, and then a place where I black out and then wake up and forget about when I'm conscious.
No,
I
you
admit
guys
I
are-
don't always make my bed.
You guys are doing it wrong. See, I like the
I
premise
never
of this
make-
episode because I believe that people should put more effort and energy in how they sleep and the conditions of sleep because
Oh, I
it's
put a
super
lot of
important.
energy into it, and I agree, it's very important. I just like a nest.
And I think that's
And where's the symmetry in a nest?
It's round and there's symmetry to it. It works. It's
Form should be superior to function, I feel, with the
I
argument
mean,
you're making.
if I could just make a little nest, but sometimes you like to
Alright,
be
so we
straight.
really need to work
Anyways.
on that bed that adjusts.
Yeah, we do the crescent bed,
Yeah.
the chair bed.
Yeah, the hemisphere thing.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like a
semicircle.
half globe or something,
Mhm.
and it sort of just
That's a
tilts.
hemisphere.
Yeah.
And then you
like
could just-
certain like it needs to be adjustable on like 18 different points,
Yeah,
Mhm.
that'd be cool.
but still also provide the support so you could have like the one part of the bowl that you really kind of lean
But I
into,
still, you'd
but
still
then roll
need,
down.
but I still would need pillows because like there's just something about like hugging a pillow,
Yeah.
or like putting your arm underneath the pillow so you have that like cushion between your head and your arm. It's the best.
I was sleep most nights.
You need a better pillow.
No, my pillow's fantastic.
No, you sleep with a pillow between your arm and your.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I put the gap. I didn't go like this, so there was a gap. In
I mean,
between.
for the
for the
so
listeners,
for the
I had a gap
listeners-
between my elbow and my temple to represent where the pillow would go,
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
since I'm a stomach sleeper.
Micah said he'll draw you a diagram.
I will.
Yeah.
I will post this as soon as this is posted, and I understand how to use Illustrator.
MS
So
Paint.
see you
You don't
in
need
2038.
You don't need
just
Illustrator,
MS
you just-
Paint.
No, it's just doodle it and take a photo on your phone.
Doodle
You
it.
can take
Doodle?
photos on your phone.
Just do. Oh my god.
Thanks, Mom.
Hold on, no. Let me get my Nokia.
Jesus, flipping. Anyway.
Yes, it is a flip phone.
The flippy phone. They're coming back. Thanks,
For
Mom.
some- Horrible fucking
All right,
reason.
all right. Thanks.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks.